A caricaturist from Eugene is on his way to the Sundance Film Festival for the premiere of a movie about his life.
Welcome to 1997 in Bend, Oregon. I did it. I made it. I'm here. 1990.
Well, Sam Klemke spent 35 years making videos of himself and was noticed by filmmaker Michael Bate, who turned it into the documentary Sam Klemke's Time Machine.
In this day and age, everyone seems to be chronicling their lives. You know, we all have these little cell phones, and we can just get it out and start making movies of everything. But I was doing it back in the 70s.
One of the original pioneers. It premieres tonight at Sundance.
I love the mustaches and some of the 70s fashion there. That he
Very
had.
cool, yes.
Yeah.
A walk down memory lane for us, too.
Here I am in Park City. The universe is about to unleash Sam Klemke's Time Machine, which is the ostensible culmination of my life's work. Not really, or is it? Who knows? I'm feeling a little bit disoriented, I'm discombobulated, and I'm ready for anything. Bring it on.
How did you feel when you heard the film had got into Sundance?
Oh, I was filled with ecstatic joy. Like I did a little skip to Milou, dance, a little jig, and I cavelled. I'm cavelling now. How do you feel being here in Sundance, Ms. Moonfire?
It's bracing.
This is my second time.
Your second time, yes. And you actually got some FaceTime with Robert Redford yesterday.
No, I didn't get FaceTime. Well, he talked to all of us in at the director's,
Did you ask a
director's
question?
brunch. He tells us how tough it was for him when he was a young indie filmmaker and him getting rejected. And he says the same story. The first time I was here, it's the same story.
It's the same story.
Same
It's
story.
just, yeah,
I should have stayed in bed.
Refined it a little more, With closer productions, everybody is here. Well, at least all the important people. And how are you guys enjoying Sundance?
Having a great time. Very, very much.
Yeah.
I haven't spotted any celebrities. I'm really shit at that.
Yeah.
I've drunk too much.
Sandy's seen Kevin Bacon 4 times.
Wow.
4 times.
There is no separation.
Who have you seen?
I did also see Kevin Bacon and a bunch of other people, but I'm not all that big on celebrity spotting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I get to see at least Jack Black or Sarah Silverman. That's going to be my hope of my day.
Spot for your Main Street. You can head into the bottom here, load up. Down further.
Joys of public transport.
That's right.
Well, here I am at the Sundance Film Festival. It's amazing. We've actually got a full crowd of people watching me right now, and it's been an overwhelming experience. I've just watched this. I've had the unusual experience of watching my whole life, and now someone's sticking a microphone in my hand, and I'm processing what I've just seen. So I think that's amazing, and now I'm no longer talking into a vacuum. I'm talking to actual human beings who have given me substance and meaning and purpose in my life. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam.
Look at these beautiful, young, intelligent Australians. They have made my life a joy for the last 3.5 years here.
Are you on Facebook and Twitter? And
I am. I have to admit. How could I not be? It's like it was tailor-made for me. In fact, when YouTube came along, I thought, oh my God, a dispensary, a repository for me to put my stuff into.
The obvious thing is we see ourselves in Sam. That's when I looked at the YouTube video, I saw myself. I saw myself and all of the dreams and all the aspirations I have and had, and I became a father. I'm like a 3-year-old and all that stuff. Is, if you're a parent, it's sort of. I'm 40 years old. All this kind of cliche stuff just sort of shocked me into this sort of wow. That's quite a profound thing. And what I love about it as well is that it's kind of like. He's just an everyday man. He wasn't a great scientist, it was just the idea of, almost like, I have this thing about punk rock. It's like if the Voyager is the A side, then Sam to me is like the punk rock B side. And I think that when I say punk, I mean like in the DIY kind of do-it-yourself, outside of the boundaries of any kind of system or anything. This guy just did this incredible thing in his backyard, in his bedroom. You know, like you said that you wanted to be Orson Welles and Woody Allen. You kind of failed. And I saw, like this sort of punky Citizen Kane in a way. And that's kind of what I wanted to sort of do with the film, is sort of raise this guy into the cosmos.
Keep rolling.
Yes, indeed.
Never stop rolling.
Never stop. That's right. Never stop filming. Everyone here knows what I'm talking about.
I saw your film the other night.
You did? Oh, you did? The other night? Yes. Thank you.
Saturday night or Friday night.
Yeah, great.
It's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Aside from that, it was funny as fuck.
That's
So thank you.
You can't argue with that, huh?
Keep going, man.
All right, thank you very much.
Volume 2.
Yeah, Volume 2. That's right. I've got the footage. Maybe you'll be in it.
Wow.
Nice words, yeah. Soaking it in, breathing it. Ah, yes.
Stop screwing around. Get in there and feel your life.
Here he is, Samuel Klemke.
Hello, Sundance! We did it! We made it!
We did.
That's right, we're at Sundance.
Are we?
That's right.
Amazing. Fancy seeing you here.
That's right. Posterity, the eye of posterity never leaves me.
Is that who you were talking to the whole time?
The whole time, that's right. But you gave identity and shape and meaning to the voice of posterity, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
I was just a nebulous blob until I met you, and now look at us. I mean,
you, a nebulous blob?
Now I have shape and meaning and purpose in my life. Thank you. Thank you.
He was a man who did this life selfie, if you like. It was a self-portrait. And Voyager is, of course, a self-portrait of all of us, albeit a very kind of censored one and a sanitized one, as you saw in the film. If you think about the record as the A side, the hit, here's the B side.
That's right. I'm so punk.
I keep saying he's like the sort of punk rock B side. That's how I think of the film. It's like Voyager sent out this A side, sort of the disco A side, and I wanted to make a kind of punk rock B side, if you like.
That's amazing. I have actually had the idea of taping myself, but I don't have the discipline to do it on a regular basis. And on all the things, it was just fascinating because you're like, every year I'm going to commit myself to doing this regardless of everything else. And I like
it's funny, that's the one bit of discipline you did have.
That's right. No matter what.
I knew I was going to make this sort of fake film, this film about Voyager. And then I thought, maybe he should be French. It's a sort of film essay. One of my favourite filmmakers is Chris Marker, La Jetée, Sans Soleil, this great sort of pretentious French. I thought, well, maybe it's more interesting if I'm French. It's kind of sexier.
I still have dreams and ambitions. I have a big closet full of hopes that I keep alive. So stay tuned. Don't give up on me, will you? All right.
Yes, sir.
It's a quick question. Brilliant work.
Thank you.
When you were going through the psychological roller coasters, did you ever think, like, I should quit filming, I should just quit this? Was there like a deep depression and anything of that sort?
There was certainly depression, but I never thought I should stop filming. No, I mean, I was on this roller coaster ride. I got my first camera when I was 12 years old. It was such a joy when I discovered that I could actually manipulate motion and later sound. And so why stop? I mean, the eye of posterity was always there. I was alone. A lot of people don't want to listen to you, but posterity will always listen to you. It gives you a comforting ear, and you can just keep talking forever, ad nauseum. And there it is. Thank you, posterity.
Thank you. I think that was my favorite part, the honesty by which you looked at every emotion within yourself.
I think that's part of the thing that attracted to me as well, is this idea that we all live on Facebook, we all do what he's doing. He did it a long time ago.
Time for one last question.
The guy at the back, I'm sorry, because he had his hand up ages ago.
So why didn't you just use the bathroom?
The greatest question of all. Why do you pee in a bucket?
I'm going to use the bathroom any second now. So why do I pee in a bucket?
Yeah.
As males, as you know, the world is our urinal. And so we're always looking for a place to pee. I actually, if you want to know the truth, I was in Chicago in 1979, and a police officer told me that I couldn't find a free pee in the town. And so I made a vow to myself that I would, no matter where I was, I would always have a place to urinate. And thank you, Rubbermaid, for bringing that truth to me.
I don't think we can end on a better note.
That's right. Thank you.
So much.
We've got some badges if you want some dodgy merchandise.
Absolutely.
I have to say the question and answer period at the end of the last screening went very well. There was lots of laughter and people. There was love. There was a lot of love being poured onto me.
We just want to say this film is surprising and awesome. We
Thank
actually
you.
live in Denver.
You do?
So it was amazing to see all this old footage.
Oh my God!
The Queen Supers.
You recognize Queen Supers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually taught in Thornton for
Oh
7
my
years.
gosh!
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And
yeah.
he lives right by your old house.
Thanks.
Yeah, the 212 East 3rd is about.
You're
4
kidding
blocks
me.
from my house.
We're gonna go outside and we're gonna get some photo ops and meet the public.
You were just wonderful up there just now.
Oh shucks!
I do want to tell you something. You just say, move over boyhood. This is 36 years, and it's real.
That's
it's
right.
not made up.
You're David from New York?
Yeah, and here's my friend Eddie right behind us.
Uh-huh.
Eddie, get in there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
YouTube was created just for Sam.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think so.
And all the others like you.
I'm here with Mike Delahunt and Eve Miles, and we're all in Salt Lake City for an ominous reason. We're here to see Sam Klemke's Time Machine, which is
Sam's 15 minutes or so of fame.
Yes.
This is it, Sam.
I think our friend here, Michael, is going to have his mind just a bit blown. He thinks he knows the real Sam Klemke.
Sam has his controversial aspects. Does he? Which ones will he pull out? Will it be Sam, the womanizer?
Let's go.
Will it be Sam, the avant-garde artist? Will it be Sam, he who plays with time? Yeah.
Do you think we ever saw the real Sam Klemke? Is this person a character that you played? Like, who is he?
I don't know who I am. I don't know if any of us know who we are. We're all playing characters. You know, we have these names and these personalities and this hereditary nature that we go by. You know, we believe our stories after a while. I mean, we're all living the story of our life.
You do seem happier. You're with Kathleen, and you've sort of settled down a bit, and you're in love.
I've always been happy.
You have been,
despite the way you've edited me, Matt. I'm very good-natured, you know, peaceful, and.
I never would have made the film if you weren't.
That's right.
You know, like you do have this sort of amazing, optimistic kind of spirit. I do, and that's. Imagine you were a sort of miserable human being.
Someone asked me, why wasn't there more anger? Why didn't you get mad? I don't know how to get mad. I mean, it's just all...
I know, I've watched all of your life.
How many tirades and tantrums did you see?
None.
That's right.
You're a coward though, aren't you? You're like me.
I do. I run from controversy.
Yeah.
Indeed, I do. Sundance over the last week has been unbelievable. It's been a watershed moment for me.
I mean, that's what part of Sundance is. You get a film to Sundance and then the sales agent is scrambling around trying to get a deal for the film. That's the skinny.
How's that been going?
Well,
I think one thing about this film, it doesn't really show the fact as much that I was always filming others more than myself. And in this film, it looks more like I was just filming myself narcissistically. So I think I was more of a voyeur than a narcissist. But you know, maybe they're the same thing.
But aren't we all doing it? I mean, I think I've status updated. I waited in the lobby, and it's a form of filmmaking. It's a form of status updating. You know, I think we're all kind of doing it. We're kind of doing what Sam did. You know, and that's why I wanted to make the film. He's almost like this kind of pioneer Facebook or a vlogger or something. You know? I'm a vinyl record collector. I love vinyl. And this idea of the sort of the A side, you know, is the hit, like the disco hit, you know. And like to me, Sam is like the punk rock B-side, you know. And I love that we've kind of sent like, you know, I mean, it's not the be-all and end-all, but we've sent like a little bit more information to them, you know, like this is the kind of burpy, farty reality of what we really like, you know. Like the stuff that we sent up there is very, as you saw, very sanitized and no mention of the sort of, you know,
Wasn't that going to be the subtitle for a while? Burping, farting, and picking your nose?
Yeah, sales agent hated it. What do you think, Sam? What are aliens going to make of you?
I don't know. I think maybe there'll be an ancient civilization someday, 300 million years from now, where people will base their lives on, puking, barfing, picking your nose.
Maybe our greatest defense, why we, they see it and go, we're not going there. Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. Let's avoid that one. Yeah, that's right. Let's turn left at Alpha Centauri, right?
I don't think so.
What is this film, Sam Klemke's Time Machine, going to mean in the future? And I think, at best, my name will become synonymous with wasting your life or the unfulfilled potential. Oh man, you gonna go Klemke on me? Damn. Who knows, right?
I don't know. Not to me. I think what you did was amazing. I've always said that Sam wanted to be Orson Welles and create kind of like Citizen Kane and thinks that he didn't create it. And I think he did create it. He kind of almost created this sort of punk. I keep using that word, like sort of a punk Citizen Kane. I think this home movie, the fact that he did turn the camera on himself and was raw and real in front of it, was absolutely beautiful, and it compelled me to want to make a film about it.
We will sell no film before it's time.
Oh dear. Yes.
When did you first start doing caricatures, and why did you stick with it for so long?
Finally, a practical question. I started doing caricatures professionally, as you saw in the film, in 1980. But I mean, I've been drawing all my life. It's just it's a habit of mine. I've always loved cartooning and expressing myself visually. And I belong to a network of a lot of really talented caricaturists all over the world, and we get together for meetings and conventions and the International Society of Caricaturists. My good friend Eve Miles is right here. Say hi, Eve. I know she's been doing caricatures very long, and we're colleagues and friends, and it's it's a good way to make a living. It beats calibrating pressure ratios for hydraulic valve systems.
What about the dramatized version? Who would play you?
I know. I've been thinking about that. I hope to talk to Jack Black about a possible.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. Good night, Salt Lake.
Wait.
Eve, you've just seen Sam Klemke's Time Machine. What are your thoughts?
Boy, I like his belly. I just want to rub that little belly.
Yeah.
Just say, it's okay, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Your belly is just fine.
My Buddha belly. It is for
your
rubbing.
Buddha belly is for...
Rub it for good luck.
Yes.
It's only $29.95.
Right.
I was a little concerned about you exposing yourself to the world and what the reaction would be, and it's going to be some good and some bad.
Right,
would be expected, I think.
Yep.
You're in a bit of a vulnerable spot.
No, that's true. I'm trying not to think about that, but you're right. That is true.
Steel yourself against criticism, because inevitably there will be criticism, and people, as I've been telling you, this woman came up to me and said she didn't like Sam, she thought he was irrelevant, why make a film about him?
Right.
But you can't take that to heart. So how many people came up to you and said, Sam, you're a hero, or we love you, or whatever? A lot, right?
Oh, overwhelming. I was filled with love.
I had one person.
You're right. The film is going to be extremely personal for me because it's got my name in the titles. And so I have to prepare myself for that. And how do I do it? What is your advice? How do I prepare myself?
I don't think you can fully, even a bad review still hurts.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you seeing at Sundance? You're avoiding letting me know where I see the damn thing. How the hell are you making people get it?
No, he made you look good. You're not naked or anything. You look terrific. You're one of his past girlfriends, and that's it. That's it. It's over. It's done. Forget about him. He's not worth it. Look, I gotta go, sweetheart. I have to get on my airplane.
I told him I would come to Rotterdam just for the one day. I'm living in England. Okay. So I just came to watch the film.
Do they know that you're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. So,
I thought he only had a sister.
That doesn't.
Well, I think for reasons of economy,
they cut you off.
only had 90 minutes. Yeah, that could be a whole other film about his relationship with me, actually. But I think you'd have trouble fitting that into one 90-minute feature.
Okay.
I got to meet Sam Elliott. That was the fun part.
I just got to thank this audience, man. What
You
an
guys
amazing audience. Wow. Wow.
When Sam agreed to do it, number one, I was blown away. Number two, I was like, as we were shooting it, everyone was like, "You're gonna kill Sam?" We didn't think Sam would show up and did what he did, and we were so happy that he did. But I didn't write it with Sam in mind.
You thought I was going to show up and do that same old shit, right?
Anyway, let's go enjoy the final showing of Sam Klemke's Time Machine, shall we?
It's really exciting to be here and to show it at Sundance. It's literally my favourite place on earth, so to be back here is really, really exciting. And I'd like to also welcome a very special guest in the audience. I'm sure you can guess who it is. Mr. Sam Klemke is with us.
Hello, Park City. We did it.
Yeah, we did. We're part of the archive now, though. All of you guys are part of that archive. You're going to end up on that shelf. So, yeah.
I mean, it almost felt like with the narration and everything, and the comments about Carl Sagan's fights, slapping your own golden record on the golden record.
Yeah, and I'll try to use as many of Matt Bates' words as I can. He loves the golden record, and he describes this film as the punk rock B-side to the golden record. That's the term he always uses. And he uses the term punk rock in the sense of like DIY, and that it comes from a very raw and real place.
I got two questions. First one is, Sam, what are the top things you do differently? And question number two is, can I sit for a portrait right after this?
Well, yes to the last one, of course. What would I do differently? Well, I might join the gym a little bit earlier. And I definitely would wean myself off of Captain Crunch at an earlier age. Or nachos, perhaps. Yeah.
I heard you mention a bunch of times about wanting to get your film career going, and that's not happening. How do you consider this?
Even though it's got my name in it, it's not really my film.
This is Matt Bates' version of Sam Klemke.
Right.
That was Carl Sagan's version of humanity, and that the person who's telling the story is as important as who the story is about a lot of the time.
It's someone else's film with my footage used as a representation of humanity. So I'm very proud to represent all of you. I like to think that 300 million years from now there might be a civilization that bases their whole life on eating nachos and urinating in Rubbermaid tuck. So who knows?
I'm wondering if there was some footage that you were particularly attached to, or you felt particularly represented you well, that you didn't see, you felt, oh darn, that should have been in there, or did you just take it at face value and just kind of not think about that?
Yeah, there was a lot of footage that I wish had been there, and some that I wish had not, of course. But I decided to go for broke and just send everything. I've sort of been constructing this mythology of my own life, as we all do, except mine was on camera. And for example, there was a little song I sang in 1977 called "I Can't Believe I Made It Through the Year," and I think I had 7 versions of it. And wasn't Matt going to get a orchestra down in Adelaide and do a full-length version of it with me marching up and down the street singing "I can't believe I made it through the year"? That never happened.
Yeah, it's expensive.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that song in particular is amazing. He's like a kid, and he's predicting he talks about every thematic idea that runs through his whole life and the whole film. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we will release that at some point for sure. Yeah, just so
Do you ever find it difficult to turn on the camera? Is there any moments where you feel like you can't be in front?
Moments of conflict are hard because you're having an argument with someone or you're angry, and it's hard to remember to think about it. I've tried, but those are things that girlfriends don't really like it when you turn the camera on when they're having a nervous meltdown.
Are you still cartooning? And what's your next project going to be?
Oh, that's like music to my ears. What's your next project? Oh my God, I'm all warm and tingly thinking about that. I love to cartoon. I still do it. I mean, I'm a caricaturist. I travel around doing that, and I'm actually putting together my second book, sort of a sequel to Party of One, Roadkill of an Itinerant Caricaturist. And this one is going to be largely about my life, Sundance and beyond, and what kind of a effect this event has had on me, because it's been profound. You can't really imagine what it's like to see your whole life, flash before you in 94 minutes. So I recommend you all record your lives for that same purpose,
And then send it to us.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm just interested. How about your parents? I don't know if they're still around. And
They're still living. Yes, they're both 86 years old.
And their reaction, to see this come to fruition.
Yeah, needless to say, I'm kind of concerned about that. My mom has told me, Sam, don't embarrass us. Don't make us have to change our name. But whether they'll see it or not is yet to be seen. I'm going to be talking to them soon, and I'll describe it to them. And I may give them a more rosy version of it than you. We've just mythologized you.
Well, thank you so much for coming, guys. I think, thank you. In the spirit of the film, I'm going to do one thing. This is our last night at Sundance. So, Sam, do you want to get a selfie in front of these guys? Can you just turn around here?
In front of these guys?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you bet.
You guys are going to be back at this photo. Is that all right? Can I just do that?
All right, let's just do it.
Sam, you got to come around here.
Let's break the internet.
Yeah. All right, everyone, wave. Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for having us, Sundance, and thanks for sticking around.
That's right. You'll be on the DVD extras.
Well, I loved the movie.
Yeah.
I thought that the movie was really you.
Right.
I mean, just the concept of the movie is very you, because you've always been super introspective, all about documenting yourself, and unflinchingly documenting yourself, which I found interesting. And the fact that someone was able to really not only pick out the things that really highlighted you in that movie, but also the concept that they built around it was something that you would do.
Right.
Okay?
That's
and
right.
I wish I could see a movie that was that honest about all of my friends. Right?
Everyone should have a movie like that.
I loved that. I was just and that's kind of Facebook, right? But nobody's that honest on Facebook. So.
That's right. Facebook is kind of a safe place.
I loved that.
We avoid controversy.
And you know what the interesting thing was that I was just talking to him about this, is that we met when I was a teenager. So it's like, you watched me grow up like that.
That's right.
You're coming in and out, and you've seen me change so much. So it was kind of emotional in this weird way, seeing you grow up.
Right. So you got to see me at your age.
That was a special kind of thing for me to witness that.
Right. Oh, shucks. Gee.
Knowing you as Sam, nothing really surprised me.
You were expecting the worst or the best, depending on your point of view.
You seem to be a person that likes to.
And then I was making this.
Just lay out the cards.
Yeah.
John Lennon, did the same thing.
Right. All my heroes, John Lennon, Woody Allen, and Robert Crumb, did the very same thing.
Just kind of.
We just love to share. That's right.
You are a rock star. You killed it tonight.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Everyone loved you.
Well, I'm verklempt. Or is it verklemke? No.
It's
like
I still feel like it's really strange to meet you. It's like somebody coming outside of the film, like a character. And you're real.
No.
It's like
just thinking about it gives me such nachas.